Welcome back. We learned how to render the product files from the snippets. So now let's see how we can add the real values here, images, titles, and etc. We need to find a way to add product, and I don't want to go to copy product here one by one. It's going to be time consuming. So I'm going to use Deezer, this application. So go ahead and create an account here. I'm not going to show you how. And once you create your account, it's going to ask you to link with Alibaba or AliExpress, I think. All right. So once you do all of that, you're going to be redirected to this page here. So once you finish here, you have to go to your Shopify admin. And you have to go to the online store and you have to look for the application, and you're going to look for this Deezer AliExpress dropshipping, and you're going to install it. And once you do, it's going to redirect you to this page right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for some product to create some collections. So the way I'm doing that, just to show you, so I come over here, I will just write let's say a collection name. It could be sneaker, and I will click on search, and it's going to give me some result, and there you go. And then we have this result here like this. So what I'm going to do next is select here for this collection sneaker. I will select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really care if it does have a nice picture or not, and I will click on add to import list 5 to 20. We want it to be in English. I will confirm. So let's check how is it looking. And yes, so it's going to be like this, and then we can select everything and just click on push to store, and then it goes over there. So it's going to ask you some question here. I have like other stores here. The one I'm working with is this Learning Liquids YouTube. I'm going to push it, and once it's done, let's go back to our Shopify admin. You go back to product, and you're gonna have product here. We're gonna delete all of what Shopify come with, so this, let's delete it for now. Okay, so we have these 5 product like this. I'm gonna create a collection called sneaker for this one, and I'm coming back. There you go. So I added like more product here, 15 in total, and I deleted the one that came with Shopify. In the case you're wondering how to delete, it's very simple. You click here and you go to this 3 dot here, and then you can delete a product right there. So now let's go and create collections for this product. So I will go to collections here, and we have these 2 that are coming with Shopify. So let's go and delete it as well. So I will click on these 3 dots and delete collections. And we're going to create our own. So let's go, and I will call the first one, let's say men's. Here it say collection type, so we can either add it manually or we can do it smartly. Usually the best way is to do it smart, okay, to select this smart, and you just have to add some condition here, but I will do mine like manually for now. And we can add also a collection image. So I'm gonna copy some image somewhere and I'm gonna add it here. So I'm gonna create a men's collections, a women's collections. I'm gonna create a sneakers collection, a sandals collections. The last one is going to be boots collection, just for you to know. So I'm gonna come back in a few. I went along and I add the image for the collection, and make sure here on the publishing you checked all these 3, at least these 2, this online store and shop, otherwise it's not going to be appearing on your store. So I will leave it mine to 3 selected, and once you have all of this like selected, you can save, and I'm going to create the other collections as well. Alright, so we have created 5 collections here, and as you can see there is a 0 product on each of these collections. So what we need to do is to go now add product. I'm going to show you just how to do it with 1, and you can do the rest also in your side. So I will select this one, so click on it to open it or whatever you have, and how to add the collection is over here. So know that one product can have 1 to many collection. I will choose, let's say, women, and then I will choose sandal, so to have like 2 collection, and we can even add some tags here and etc., which I'm not going to do for now. So let's save it, and I will do the rest for the other product. Alright, so now we have done all of this, so let's go back to our codes now. So we're gonna try to populate this one correctly. So first I want to add a possibility to add the padding top and padding bottom, the background color, And also we're gonna make a settings for this text and settings for adding the product like this. So let's go. So in the VS Code, inside the feature product.liquid, let's go back on the bottom, and we're gonna go to the blocks here. So, and then I'm going to create a setting. Let's first add the sidebar settings. So we're gonna say header, and let's give this one the contents. We're gonna say background color, and let's create now the settings for the background color. We're gonna give it a color, or we can even use the color backgrounds if you want to, but I want to go like very quickly, so if you want to practice, we can do that. So let's call this one featured product bg as a background, and let's give it a label. The label is going to be background color, or choose your background color, up to you. And then I want to create another settings. So let's first add the sidebar settings. Let's do this one for the padding, and I will create a settings for that. We will do with the range in this case, and I will give it an ID. So let me copy what we have here, and I will say feature product bg, let's say padding for the Y, top and bottom, and I will give it a minimum, let's say something like 10, okay, and the maximum could be, let's say something like 50 or 90, and we're gonna give it a unit, could be pixel, and the step, I want it to count 1 by 1, so 1 is enough, or we can go 5 by 5 or 10 by 10. Okay, let's leave 10, and we're going to give it a label. The label is going to be padding top and bottom, and we need to give it a default, and the default is going to be, let's say 20. All right, a number between the minimum and the maximum. All right, so let's save it for now. Let's see if we have some error. Let me check the other terminal. So far we have no error. Let's go back to check our Shopify customizer. So if I click here, there we go, we have the background, and then we have the padding. Okay, so, and then I want to add also the possibility to modify this text, so let's do that. So I'm gonna add again a sidebar settings like this, and I'm gonna call it titles, and this one, it should be like very quick, not bad. A type of text, we're gonna give it an ID. We're gonna say feature, let me just copy so we are going quickly. So it's going to be feature product text, and I will give it a label. So let's say featured, or just say title. We can even add a default here. Let's give it a name of default collection. All right, and let's add the last one. So I will copy this the sidebar settings, and this one we're gonna call it, let's say pick a collection. And now you're going to see also a difference of type here. So we're going to use collection. So you have two of that. You have collection and you have collection list. So let's go with the collection. Let's see what it does. So a settings of a type collection outputs a collection picker field that's automatically populated with the available collection for your store. So you can use this field to capture a collection selection, such as a collection for featuring products on the home page. Okay, so let's try this one to see if it is what I'm looking for. So let's give it an ID. So we're gonna say featured products collection. Okay, so then we will give it a label. These are mandatory, so when I say here collection, or pick a collection, up to you. And I don't think that is gonna take a default here. Let's save it and see how it's going to appear. All right, so now we have a title. Okay, we have a default as a title here, and we have a pick a collection, and then we have a collection here. If I click on the collection, I'm able to select one of the collection here, or maybe more of that. I think it's just one. Let me see. So yeah, so if you go with the collection type, so you're going to be able to choose just one collection, and it's going to display the product inside the collection. So if I choose woman collection, for example, it's going to show me the product inside this collection. We have another one, it's called collection list, and here I believe it takes a limit. Yes, I was right. And here you can limit how many collection you want to add. So let's say 2 for now. If I save it and I go back here, here and I select. So in this case, we are able now to select the collections. So if I select 1 or 2, I can't go even more because we set the limit to 2. And this is going to show product inside this both collections. So yeah, so just bear these two in mind. So we have 2 inputs, 1 collection list. Okay, so this one I can set the limit to, I don't know, 10 for example. If I go back here, I can choose as much as I want, and the limit is up to 10 because we set it here to be 10. Okay, so I can choose all the collection here and even create a new one if I wanted to, and select it and then save it, and it's going to show all the products inside this collection. So we can just loop it and just, when the clients come on the website, you can click to discover like more products. All right, the other one is the collection simply. This one does not accept a limit like this without a limit, and this one you can pick or choose only one collection, not more. So yeah, so I think we're gonna go with collection list, so we can select what we want, and if you want to have like more products, we can do it as well. Let's revert this one to collection list, and let's add the limit to be up to 10, and let's save it.